biggest quake in Oklahoma since 2011. Sooners won the toss. They will receive. Ty Cummings will boot it deep to Joe Mixon and Daniel Brooks for Oklahoma. And it'll be Mixon from the 2. He's past the 20-yard line, and that's about it. Baker Mayfield, one of the best stories in college football, a 2-time walk-on. He started out at Texas Tech, was the freshman of the year, 2013, transferred to Oklahoma, where he won the Burlsworth Trophy, which goes to the best player who began his career as a walk-on. He finished 4th in the Heisman Trophy voting. He accounted for 43 touchdowns, 3,700 passing yards in 2015. Redshirt junior, he got a year back of eligibility, which was originally lost due to NCAA rules, but he got it back, so he's got 2 more years to play for OU. From the 21, he'll swing it out to Perine, and Perine picks up about 5 to the 26-yard line.
Personnel in space right now.
And Luke's Mixon complements Perine. Perine big body, Mixon smooth, elusive athlete.
And here is Mixon at 6'1", 220, and he's got speed, and he's got a touchdown. A 32-yard touchdown run by Joe Mixon. Great start for Oklahoma. He had 7 rushing touchdowns last year. Now Austin Seibert makes it 7-0 OU.
What a start for Oklahoma. And you can see right here, Joe Mixon lining up in the backfield. He's absolutely automatic. Once he hits that left foot, immediately right upfield, there's nobody home. And once he turns on the afterburners, very few people in the country can catch him. He's a decisive runner, and he complements Perine so perfectly. Perine's going to beat you up. He's going to earn the tough yards. And then sure enough, when your defense is a little gassed, you got to chase a guy that's probably a sub 4.5 at 210 that can flat out fly.
He's a big play back, had 3 touchdown runs at 20 yards or more a year ago. That one went for 32. Major Applewhite, the offensive coordinator. Second year here at Houston. The entire staff, save one assistant, stayed with Tom Herman, and all of them had chances to go elsewhere after a 13-win season. And the attempt sneaks inside that left upright for Ty Cummings to get the Cougars on the board. At the Sooner 25. Mayfield with a ton of time, throwing a deep ball to Mixon. What a grab! Mixon breaks a tackle. Finally brought down at the 15.
What a catch. What a catch. Wow. Every quarterback is always told, hey, know who you're throwing it to. Running backs, you got to put it right on them. Baker Mayfield, a little overthrown. Mixon makes up for it. To take hits like that on a regular basis.
He missed games last year because of those shots. Seibert going to try a 25-yarder. And it's good. But that has to feel like a win for Houston after that big pass play to Mixon. The Cougars on defense hold, and it's 10-3 Oklahoma. Big third down here. Houston with a little momentum after holding the Sooners to a field goal. 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Ward with time, got single coverage, and the pass is juggled and caught. Dunbar with the grab inside the 10.
See him picking up the pace. They don't want to possibly get a challenge right here. This is heads-up playing right here by Greg Ward. You know that they might take a peek at it. You don't want them to have that opportunity. So let's get a play off as fast as humanly possible.
32-yard pass play. Bob Stoops is trying to call timeout to challenge the play. Now, again, every play in college football is reviewed. There's a penalty flag down.
A false start, number 74 of the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
That's the danger when you're trying to get up there and snap it quickly. One of your guys moves, and it costs you 5 yards. Stoops was calling timeout to try to challenge that. Let's see if our pylon cam can show us whether this was a catch. I think that's a grab.
Yeah, it looks clean to me. It's just that nose of the football. Does it touch the ground as he's going to the ground? And does he just secure it? Does the ball move at all?
And it can move a little bit as long as you don't lose possession.
It can hit the ball, yeah.
It's been Cougars, who represented the group of 5 in the New Year's Six Bowl last year, beat Florida State to win 13 games. They finished 8th. They're 15th to start 2016. They've looked good so far, but stopped twice in the red zone, had to settle for field goal attempts. This will be a 27-yard try by Ty Cummings. He only had 8 attempts all of last year. It's the second one of this game. And that one just sneaks inside the right upright. Now let's go inside Houston on it.
All-American freshman from a year ago.
3rd and 10. Ward is 2 for 2 on 3rd downs through the air. Great adjustment, and Bonner able to pull it in. We have seen some terrific catches here in the first half. Bonner with an excellent catch.
Great catch, but even better throw. Remember we warned you about the pump? There it is. Back shoulder throw. It is absolutely impossible to cover. Excellent accuracy.
Ward with time. Looking, waiting. Now zips it downfield. Open man. It's caught inside the 30 by Johnson. Ward with a strike. And Johnson kept moving. Finally shook the defender. And it's a gain of 45 yards.
Passer, so I understand if they want to keep it on the ground and let him win with his legs.
Ward. Oh, Catalon wide open. An easy touchdown. Houston leads. We said keep an eye on the play calling. How about that one dialed up by Major Applewhite?
I think they were setting him up with the inside run, and then all of a sudden you fake the naked to the right, throw back to the left. Walk in for Duke Catalon. Great play call.
First collegiate touchdown for Catalon. Transfer from Texas. Has not played since 2013. He redshirted at Texas a couple years ago, then sat out last year as a transfer. The point after makes it 13-10 Cougars. Greg Ward with his first touchdown pass of the season. It's to the running back, Catalon. Uncovered out of the backfield. And Happy Valley gets on the first down.
A good job by Geno Lewis, knowing where the sticks are, getting just enough, about a yard more than the sticks, and a good accurate throw by Baker Mayfield, trying to get him back in rhythm throwing the football.
No incompletions yet. 7 of 7 from Mayfield. Mayfield rolling out, got a man wide open. Mark Andrews uncovered. Andrews taking it to the house, and the Sooners are back in front. Talk about great play calls.
I'll say.
Lincoln Riley comes back with that, a 64-yard touchdown.
He said, Major Applewhite, you're a great offensive coordinator, but I am the reigning Broyles Award winner. The assistant coach of the year in college football, Lincoln Riley, is the offensive coordinator for Oklahoma. Great execution, too, and a little bit of a bust in the secondary. by this Houston defense.
49th career touchdown pass by Baker Mayfield. 17-13 Oklahoma. Mark Andrews had 7 touchdown catches last year. Caught only 19 balls, but they were all big plays like this one.
Yeah, and good throw by Baker Mayfield. Big boy running downfield. Get the knees up. Touchdown Sooners.
The yardage.
Yeah, with the exception of the throwback to Catalon, they have been dialed in. You got to give Mike Stoops, the defensive coordinator, a lot of credit.
Catalon back in the game. You'd think Houston's in 4-down territory. They love to go for it on 4th down. Here's Ward to Dunbar. Back shoulder throw. Dunbar jukes a defender. Now he stepped out. Dunbar stepped out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Again, they target Parrish Cobb, the true freshman.
Greg Ward says, I've missed you deep. Let me throw you on the back shoulder. If we can't hit the long one over the top, let me hold you up, throw you away, throw you open. Great job.
And clearly out of bounds.
Great throw. Wow. Greg Ward is a different type of player this year throwing the football.
Night and day, Greg. Night and day from last year. That's what Tom Herman told us. Sometimes coaches say that, but he's all over it.
He is.
First down, it spreads out the Oklahoma defense. You see it there. Only 5 guys in the box. Ward's going to throw. Airing it out. End zone. Overshot. Chance Allen. Going against Jordan Thomas. Outstanding corner for Oklahoma. But they took the shot there. Here comes the field goal team.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got one-on-one coverage on the outside. Your best receiver, Chance Allen, against their best corner, Jordan Thomas. Got to take your chances and give him one. If you're Greg Ward, just a little high and outside, you'd like to have that one back.
So here's a guy that kicked all of 8 times last year, and this is his 3rd field goal try of the first half. 34 yards. And he's 3 for 3. 1-point game, 4.5 remaining. Third and 10. Ward running around, being chased by everybody in the Sooners defense. Ward gets out of there, throws it downfield. It's caught as he inbounds. Yes!
Wow.
Bonner with a grab inside the 45. The clock is running. The clock should have stopped. It's a first down. Nobody's caught the fact that the clock is running. Wow, what a catch. Wow. A timeout is called. There was 6 seconds that came off the clock that should not have, though. Clock stops on a first down, and Tom Herman is pointing, saying, you guys missed that. They'll correct it here. Go to the monitor.
Houston calls their first timeout of the half. It's a 30-second timeout.
That's the catch of the weekend, and we still got 25 games to go. I don't know that anybody's going to have a better catch than that.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be shocked if Greg Ward was throwing that ball away. I mean, that is unbelievable, the extension. Wow. Look at that. Great awareness. Look at his left foot. I mean, he's got 3 good inches inside the white stripe. Incredible effort.
He was parallel to the ground with his foot on the ground when he caught the ball. Tom.
Greg, I was literally standing on the sideline, play side right behind Greg. When he threw that, you could tell he saw him coming back. And what do you do when you're scrambling quarterback? If you're the deep receiver, you come back.
Yes.
If you're the short receiver, you take off. What I was most impressed with is he intended to give that guy a chance, but he put the ball only where his guy could get it. And if it's incomplete, so be it. You line up and play the next down. Gave his guy a chance to make the play.
They put 4 seconds back on the clock. So we're at 18 seconds. Houston's got 2 timeouts left. Ball at the Oklahoma 42.
What a catch. They get forward, though.
There was some movement. A penalty flag. False start.
A false start by number 51 of the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
Now the right tackle, Natai Rogers.
You see how long they're up there at the line of scrimmage, standing, making sure they have the correct play, which I absolutely applaud. Every play in a 2-minute drill is critical, but it's hard for those big fellas to sit in that stance for as long as they were right there. They need to play with a little bit more tempo here to allow those guys to get off the football.
Ty Cummings, the kicker's career long, by the way, is 45 as Ward steps up, throws it deep into the end zone for Johnson. He can't catch up to it. Isaiah Johnson had Dakota Austin beat, but could not catch up to the ball. 11 seconds left in the half.
He ran right by him. Isaiah Johnson, this guy, they say he's got big-time speed. You just got to put it all together. How about this stat line? In their spring game, Isaiah Johnson right there, 15 receptions, 292 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's a spring game performance. 14, real speedster, almost caught up to that one for a touchdown before the half.
Ward on 3rd down. Eludes one man and throws a strike to Bonner, and he gets out of bounds. He picked up the first down anyway. Clock stops with 3 seconds left. They got to kick a field goal here.
Have to.
And this is right at Ty Cummings' long of 45 yards from last year. But again, how about Greg Ward buying time and then throwing a dart?
Really well done. Well executed 2-minute drill. They had the penalty. Get a free first down. You got to make the most of it. Good job by the senior quarterback getting his team in field goal position.
47-yard field goal try by Ty Cummings to give Houston the lead going into the locker room. And it's good. A perfect half for Ty Cummings. 4 of 4 on field goals. And Houston will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, and they'll have a lead.
Well done. That would have been good from a lot further than 47. Had some adrenaline going right there by Cummings.
Coming up, it's the college football halftime report. Can't think of a better man to fill in for the late John Saunders, a true pro, than a pro himself and Stan Barrett. Stan, Mark May, and Mac Brown coming up. College football halftime report after these messages. Houston will start the 2nd half with the football. Brandon Wilson finds a running lane. Wilson all the way to the 37-yard line.
Down right here early on. Greg Ward, they've never been afraid to call a run play, even on 3rd and long right here. But today the choice has been to throw the ball down the field. Let's see if they find number 88 down here at the bottom of the screen, one-on-one against number 7. He's liked that matchup so far today.
Yeah, Dunbar, 6 catches already, 103 yards. They had a true freshman on him earlier, but as you said, it's Jordan Thomas. All Big 12 corner on Dunbar here at the bottom of the screen. Play clock down to 4. They go empty. Ward in trouble in the pocket, and this time they got him. It's Jordan Wade. That is no easy task to get Greg Ward to the ground, despite the fact he's a $185.
Yeah, you see Greg Ward eyes immediately down here to his left. He was looking for Dunbar on the go route. Good job by Jordan Wade, 6'3", 310, wrapping up the very difficult to defend quarterback for Houston.
So he does not care. You're right. Oklahoma with decent starting field position. First down to the 28-yard line. Mayfield moves around in the pocket, going deep. Westbrook broken up, but a flag. Jeremy Winchester, who's Houston's best corner according to the coaches. Hard to tell if he didn't get his head around or what, but he made contact before the ball arrived with Dede Westbrook.
Pass interference by number 24 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Scramble drill right there. Yeah, he tries to get his head around, just makes contact too early. That's a good call by the officials, and a fresh set of downs for the Sooners.
Yep. So still no incompletions for Baker Mayfield in this game. Mayfield in trouble. Down he goes. A sack at the 46-yard line. Ed Oliver was there along with Gerard Carter.
Yeah, you watch it right here. This is just a bust in protection. You have Joe Mixon against Gerard Carter. That's a defensive end against a running back. That's a mismatch when it comes to rushing the passer. Good, but tell you what, whoever's going to get that job, they better be ready to handle the pressure.
And you did. Won a national title your junior season as Mayfield throws here on 3rd and 7. It's caught. Westbrook waiting, gets the first down. All the way to the 37-yard line. D.D. Westbrook, the newcomer of the year in the Big 12, as a former junior college All-American.
Watch the receivers on the outside. Look how long they engage these blocks. Jeff Made, 15, pushing the outside. D.G. Westbrook.
Not every week with their schedule. First down for Oklahoma inside the 30-yard line. Mayfield off play action, drilled and sacked by Stephen Taylor. He had 10 sacks a year ago.
What a great job by Stephen Taylor right here. Look at him time up the blitz. He sees the head nod. See the pulling guard right there. Cody Ford can't get out quick enough to take a piece off of him.
Which would be a career long for Austin Seibert. It's short, and here's Brandon Wilson returning it. Wilson past the 30, past the 40. Wilson might take it all the way. He hurdles his own man and takes it home. Touchdown, Houston. He was the only player with multiple touchdowns on offense, defense, and special teams a year ago. He took that thing from one end of the field to the other. And I don't know if Oklahoma ever saw him. There's a flag down, likely for celebration in the end zone after the score.
Unsportsmanlike conduct by number 1 of the return team. The penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. It's his first of the game.
You wonder if Oklahoma ever saw that Brandon Wilson was under the goalpost.
They were down covering. They clearly noticed that a guy was down there. You saw him spread, but you see this all the time. I mean, dating back to 2013 with Auburn. Against Alabama, when you have big bodies on the field, it's very difficult to cover a speedy cornerback like Brandon Wilson.
Now they're reviewing this. Did he step out of bounds on the back end line when he touched the football? Well, the official was right there.
He was right on it.
Looking at the foot.
He was right on it.
Let's see. He's in.
He is clean. He's got at least a couple inches right there. And a pretty good catch by him, too. Very clear that this play will stand. Heads up by Tom Herman. An outstanding job by Wilson on the return.
Officially a 100-yard kickoff return, or excuse me, missed field goal return for a touchdown, but that's basically 109 7/8. And he was on the tip of the back line.
First game of the year, and look what all we've seen. I mean, we've seen throwback passes. We've seen uncovered guys down the field. We've seen a field goal return to the house. We've seen a guy diving out of bounds to catch a football. What a game so far here in Houston.
Almost got tackled by his own guy. Had to hurdle him. And let's see if he stays in.
After further review,
He's in.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
He had 2 kickoff returns, 2 rushing touchdowns, an interception for a score, and a fumble recovery for a score last year. And now he's got a missed field goal return for a touchdown.
He can do it all, man. Play a little running back, play a little corner, return man. Wilson's fun to watch.
It's 26-17. Houston leads midway through the 3rd.
Take a look at it. I mean, look at, they're starting to cover down a little bit too late.
That's why I said, Greg, are you sure they thought that there was a player under there?
I stand corrected.
I don't think they knew he was down there.
I'm with you. I think that they realized it as soon as he caught it. Clearly in there.
It was such a delayed reaction.
It was.
By Oklahoma. That's on the coaches.
And they had a timeout before that to talk about it. The last missed field goal for a touchdown. Tyron Carrier, 2010 against Southern Miss. Houston did it a few years ago.
Mayfield moving out of the pocket, being chased, nowhere to go, and he got it to his man, Baxter. Gang tackled and fumbled the ball. It's picked up by Houston. The Cougars get it. Howard Wilson comes up with it. Just a great play by Mayfield to keep the play alive and find Baxter, but then he couldn't hang on to the ball. Mayfield thinks he was down.
And Baxter is going to the ground. Watch this left knee. Let's see if it goes down before the ball comes out. It looks to me like this call is going to be overturned. Now, you can't see where the ball's coming out at, though, so it's difficult to tell.
Remember, if the ruling on the field is a fumble and you can't see the ball clearly in possession, then they don't have enough video evidence to overturn it. If you can't see the ball,
knees down right there.
Can you see the ball there clearly?
The right arm still has the ball, and then you see it get jarred loose.
The ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by the defense. The previous play is under further review.
We have American Conference replay officials. Again, can you see the ball clearly enough to say with 100% certainty that that was not a fumble? Because the ruling on the field was that it is.
You can see the ball in the right arm right there, knees down, and you don't see the football anywhere from any angle.
It's got to stand, right? Based on the rules of replay, when you can't see the ball at all,
has to be indisputable video evidence. And when the ball is blind to the naked eye, you can't see it. It's impossible to know when that ball started to come out. So since the ruling on the field was in fact a fumble, I think this play might have a chance to stand. Luke, did you get a look at it down there from where you were standing as to how the ball came out, how fast it came out?
No, I didn't. It happened so fast. And as you guys are seeing, and of course I'm looking at the Jumbotron, not seeing all the looks that you guys have, the way he was contorted and pulled around, if you focus on the left knee, which I know is what you guys are looking at, it goes to Dave's point. Can you see that knee and the ball at the same time?
No, Loogie, we don't, man. You see the knee down, but the ball, you can't see it conclusively with the replay angles we have. So
It's going to be interesting, guys. This is, I mean, you talk about a difference maker of a momentum swing. Most games are lost. They're not won. And so far, Oklahoma's made more errors than Houston.
And remember, Houston led the country in takeaways last year. It was no accident that they had 35 takeaways a year ago.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Yep. Pressure coming from OU on 3rd and 12. Single coverage, and Dunbar is there. Dunbar at 100 yards in the first half. He gets a first down on 3rd and 12 here, a gain of 22.
Going against Oklahoma's best corner on the back shoulder. It's impossible to cover. And Greg Ward has hit not one, but now two to Dunbar down the left-hand side on that exact throw. Big-time pickup. And Greg Ward continues to excel on 3rd down in the field.
Pass play for Ward, and terrific catch by Tyler McCloskey, a guy that does a lot of the dirty work in the run game, gets rewarded with a big catch to move the chains.
And how about the ball placement? I mean, this is well covered right here by Jordan Evans. Throwing it away from the defender, and then McCloskey dragging the big linebacker just enough for the first down.
Here's Ward with a quick throw to the flat. They got numbers out there, and it's a first down for Chance Allen, fighting through an arm tackle. First and goal, Houston.
Look at this tempo, guys. They've got him on the...
Be smarter when the ball's in the air.
First and goal on the 2. That's Catalan behind Ward. Ward to throw. He's got McCloskey, and he's got a touchdown. Greg Ward with 300 passing yards now. A pair of touchdowns. Houston with 4 third-down conversions. A couple of third and long conversions. Then the penalty, giving him first and goal on the 2, and they score on the next play. It's a 16-point Houston lead late in the third quarter.
Maybe outside the pocket, give him a run-pass option. They have to have this right here to get some momentum.
Mayfield rolling out with a defender right there, dumps it off. And it's a first down for Perine, stays in bounds. It's finally leveled out of play by Matthew Adams. Perine, a guy that didn't catch the ball a lot out of the backfield, but they've thrown it to him several times here in this ball game. They moved the sticks here with a pass to Perine. It's a good call. Oklahoma has been just off since that first quarter when they scored 10 points. Mayfield lost the ball. Houston's got it. Another turnover by the Sooners. Cameron Malveaux comes up with the ball. Another takeaway for the Cougars.
Look at this right here. Tried to step up in the pocket. It's a great hand right there from Tyus Bowser. And a great recovery from Cameron Malveaux. I mean, Baker's got everything you want. He's got 2 hands on the ball. Sometimes the defense just makes a play. Houston has relied on turnovers for so many years. Looks like that trend's going to continue here in 2016, Dave. 100. Think about 3 downs that you have to go 10 yards. It's all you have to focus on. Don't think about what the score is or anything else.
Driven to the ground in the backfield is Perine. Nobody blocked Nick Thurman, so they lose 4 on 2nd and 1. Perine has just not been able to get going today, but we saw that last year when Dalvin Cook struggled to run the football. Only 31 rushing yards for Perine. Granted, he missed a lot of... Dunbar has been the target in those cases. Ward on 3rd down, in trouble, sacked. Okoronkwo was back there first. Charles Walker in there as well. And the Sooners force another 3 and out to give the offense a chance.
So what Oklahoma's defense has nothing to hang their hat about today. And they have played really, really good, especially in the second half. The adjustments they've made, they've contained Greg Ward on the running game. Greg Ward has negative yards rushing right now. With Rook, he's alone at the top in one-on-one coverage.
Mayfield on 4th and long. Everybody covered. Mayfield looking, takes off, but no way. He loses the ball. Mixon picks it up. Now Mixon running back at the 30-yard line. And he's drilled at the 29 by Howard Wilson. The Cougars will take over on downs inside the Sooner 30. Let's go to the studio and check in with Cassidy. Oklahoma not lined up. Had trouble with the handoff. The ball is fumbled into the end zone. Oklahoma has it, it would appear. It's a touchback. Oklahoma has possession in the end zone. A turnover on the goal line by Houston with 4:03 to go. Wow.
Why do you do that, guys? Just hand the ball off.
Makes no sense. On the goal line, 1-yard line, Oklahoma's hands on their hips defensively. They're worn out. They're gassed. Why have a zone read right here where the quarterback is a 50-50 option?
Unbelievable.
This can only end poorly. You give it because you have 3 downs to score, maybe 4 if you want them. Run the ball downhill.
Hand it off and walk away.
Will Johnson recovered it. You see Catalon, if he recovers, it's a touchdown. But Will Johnson pounced on it first. It'll be Oklahoma ball on its 20-yard line. Here's the only thing. I mean, we see that so often, though. I mean, they do it every single day. They don't drop the ball very often. And it's not like it's something that they're not doing throughout the whole game. So why at the 1-yard line?
Because
that's your offense.
Because mistakes they increase the closer you get to the goal line. So I think you take any question out of it by just handing it. And even if he gets stopped short, you still have 2 more downs, maybe 3, to gain 3 feet. I mean, maybe a little bit less.
More importantly, you hold on to possession of the football and the clock winds down because you're not anywhere near the sideline.
I understand running your offense, but I would deviate just a little bit when I get to the 1-yard line.
So now Oklahoma with just 1 timeout left, 4 minutes to go, needs 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. So they're reviewing this.
After further review, the ruling on the field stand. First down.
But again, Oklahoma has to score, get a 2-point conversion. Mayfield on 2nd and 10, throwing it deep into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown by Mark Andrews. Penalty flag is down. Andrews with a huge grab, his 2nd touchdown if it stands. And they'll go for 2.
Pass interference by number 1 of the defense. Penalties decline. Touchdown.
They'll go for 2, trailing by 10.
Not a great throw from Baker Mayfield, but what a great catch by Mark Andrews. He had a touchdown earlier on a long, uncontested over route. Now he shows that he can catch it with some interference alongside. 4th down, though. This is a gotta-have-it situation, without question.
They were shut out in the 2nd half by Clemson in the playoffs, shut out by Houston in the 2nd half to this point. But they need this. Mayfield, back of the end zone, broken up. Big-time play by Howard Wilson on Jeffrey Mead. And it remains a 10-point Houston lead. Struggled today. They couldn't sustain drives.
They need to figure out their offensive line. I mean, they got to be able to run the football a lot better than they did today in order to have the season a lot of people thought they could have.
Tom Herman finding his wife. The Houston Cougars are the new darlings of college football. They knock off Oklahoma 33-23. They surprised people last year beating Florida State. For the most part, they handled Oklahoma today. Only 13 points the final 3 quarters for the offense that averaged 44 points per game last year, Oklahoma, and had its stars, most of them anyway, returning on offense.